Welcome to today's episode of Tech Talk, where we dive into the fascinating world of network architecture with a special focus on a prominent project called Safehaven. Now, if you're wondering what Safehaven is, you're not alone. It's a way to create private networks in a secure and efficient manner. So let's unpack how it works and why it might be something you want to consider, especially if you're on Linux. To start, Safehaven operates using a set of specific command line strings. For those unfamiliar, command line interfaces can seem a bit daunting, but they're incredibly powerful once you get the hang of them. Think of it as driving a car. At first, it seems complicated, but once you know how to navigate the controls, the road opens up to you. One of the main flags you might encounter is the -D flag, which lets you set your private network destination. By default, this is set to 10.108.0.2. This setting helps direct traffic to the right point within the network, much like a postal address guides mail to your home. And speaking of addressing, if you want to set up a global route for all traffic, you can simply use the -G flag. This is pretty handy if you want to tunnel everything through your server. Imagine it as if all your outgoing mail is sent through a single mailbox, keeping things nice and organized. For users who want more control over where their network packets are headed, there's the ability to specify local and remote addresses with -L and -S flags, respectively. This reminds me of choosing a direct route versus a detour. Picking the right path means you can avoid unnecessary stops and get to your destination faster. Now, to get started with Safehaven, you'll also need to build the project and run it with appropriate flags on your client. It's a bit like preparing a recipe. You gather your ingredients, measure them out, and follow the steps to create a delicious dish. You'll also want to ensure that your server knows how to reach the private network. Otherwise, your packets can end up lost in the sauce, as the saying goes. And here's a little tech tip. Once everything is set up, and you've run the command to allow IP forwarding on your server, you can simply ping your destination address from the client. Imagine testing the waters with a quick hello to make sure everything is working before diving deep into the conversation. So, why would someone want to use something like Safehaven? Well, in our digital age, privacy and security are paramount. By creating a private network, you're essentially cloaking your online activities and keeping potential prying eyes at bay. This allows you to work, communicate, and browse with more confidence. Before we wrap up, let's reflect on the benefits we discussed today. Safehaven provides an innovative way to secure private networks, utilizes command line tools for precise control, and emphasizes the importance of server configurations to ensure smooth operation. And remember, maintaining privacy in our online lives isn't just a luxury anymore. It's becoming a necessity. We hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of Safehaven and what it can do for you. Whether you're a seasoned techie or just starting to explore networking, there's always something new to learn. Thanks for tuning in today, and don't hesitate to explore further. Until next time, keep teching on.